He is actually on the verge of resigning from his position as chairman of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. According to a report that indicated the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission (CC) may have purchased more than 1.2 million XRP during the course of the Red Bull litigation, the United States Congress is planning to initiate an investigation into the SEC chairman. This internal probe is without a doubt the primary factor that is exerting pressure on the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission to quit and totally leave the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. As a matter of fact, the report has just disclosed that Gary Gensler is planning to submit his resignation as a result of the internal probe that was conducted by the United States Congress. And most crucially, it has been confirmed by a number of different sources that have been validated, including Mario Nafil, who claims that the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission is going to leave. This is precisely in response to a tweet that he wrote on X, in which he stated that it has been a pleasure to serve as the chairman of the SEC. Over the course of the previous 3 years, I have witnessed firsthand how the staff at the Securities and Exchange Commission provides exceptional service to both issuers and investors. There is a lot of speculation going on in the cryptocurrency community about the possible adverse effects on the market, and it is certain that the value of XRP will skyrocket as a result. It might reach a maximum of $102.47. The fact that this was validated by an expert and analyst and has more than 1,100 likes and more than 170,000 views is evidence that those price points are accurate. The fact that the United States Congressman has confirmed just a few days ago that the Securities and Exchange Commission (CC) and Red Bull would reach a settlement, and that XRP is not a security is also not that significant. The price of XRP will be affected by all of this, and depending on how much XRP you own, you may potentially make millions of dollars. On the other hand, before you get into the video for today, we need to make an announcement about our enormous XRP giveaway. We are giving away hundreds of thousands of instances of XRP, which might be worth up to $100. Additionally, all that is required of you in order to obtain that free money, which will be distributed to everyone, is to click the like button, subscribe to the channel using your press alerts, and share this video. To receive up to $100 worth of XRP or any other cryptocurrency, you will need to sign up for an Uphold account by using the link that I provide in the description and then complete a transaction. Additionally, you will of course have the ability to take that money out of your account and use it to pay your bills or other obligations. But once more, it takes fewer than 5 minutes to complete. It comes highly recommended from me. Now that we have those things out of the way, let's go straight into the video. Over the SEC's stance to cryptocurrency, Congressman Torres has called for an investigation into the agency. This was actually made public, and Torres stated that the Securities and Exchange Commission is not attacking Ripple Labs and its digital asset XRP for no reason at all. This is something that Congress intends to use to actually facilitate their payments for their FedNAP payment system, both internally within the United States of America and externally across borders. Allow me to listen to what he has to say. So, a registration that is provisional, as a result of which he establishes safe harbors from particular actions, yet individuals are still subject to prosecution. In the absence of interim authority, no cases against individuals are withheld. Not a single bit of that is accurate. Moreover, the assertion that the SEC has prevailed in nearly 130 cases is not accurate. There are 130 cases that have been settled, and they are complex and disjointed. And the most recent illustration of this may be found in the decision that was made in the Ripple case, which was handed down last week. So this is why we require. Moving forward, it is also necessary for us to be aware of the fact that Ripple Labs and the SEC held their final pre-trial meeting, a date that was actually planned for 2 days ago. The gathering was successful, and it went off without a hitch. Also, all of a sudden, we observe a change in Ripple. Ripple has made a significant move by activating a second batch of 500 million XRP that was previously held in escrow. There is a settlement on the route. Ripple had already reached a settlement with the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) for the litigation that it had filed against the SEC back in the day, in exchange for paying $300 million, which is roughly similar to the 500 million XRP that was released from escrow. This makes perfect sense. This is a report of the actual meeting that took place between Ripple and the SEC. It was stated that Ripple Labs, Inc. was being sued by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Additionally known as a settlement conference, this final pretrial session is also referred to as the final right here. Ripple is a bit that can facilitate billions of dollars, and this is something that we need to comprehend in this context. Particularly noteworthy is the fact that the XRP Ledger is going to make trillions of dollars possible, even taking into consideration the fact that more than 800 partners are going to start using XRP in a matter of months. In point of fact, the Ripple relationship with Triangle, which connects more than 46 million transactions and has more than 800 partners, has officially begun using XRP in real time, in addition to the XRP Ledger. With that being said, it is important to comprehend that all of this money will be transferred into the XRP Ledger by means of the DeFi section, and then it will be distributed to whichever other payment it is intended to go to. In addition, the CTF token is the only DeFi token that will be allowed to facilitate this transaction on the XRP Ledger blockchain. Now, the CTF token is about to facilitate billions of volumes, but it has a very low supply of only 120 million tokens. This is absolutely nothing, considering that it is the token with the lowest supply out of the top 10 on the XRP Ledger. The CTF token would go from being worth 85 cents to being worth over $750 if you were to take into account the tremendous demand, the extremely low supply, and the fact that the market cap is just 20 billion. Despite the fact that it could come as a surprise, this is the truth. It is possible for the CTF token to have such a significant increase in such a short amount of time. He has literally over 210,000 followers, and he has stated that he has been accumulating CTF ever since he has seen it. He has stated that he believes that it will hit over $750 because, once again, there is a very low supply, it is still very new, and the potential is enormous. This is not my words, rather, it is the words of Jack Thripler, an analyst who specializes in cryptocurrencies and XRP. To put this into perspective, the CTF token is still in its infancy, with only roughly 2,000 holders at this point. Regarding centralized modifications, I do not believe that they are illegal. There has not been a campaign of mass marketing carried out by them. The fact that they have increased by 2 to 30,000% in such a short amount of time, despite the fact that there has been no news to report, demonstrates that there is the potential for them to surge by 1,200,000%. When it comes to some other centralized change, once they actually do some marketing, and once the real money starts to flow, it would actually make sense for them to do that. In addition, I am able to share this information with you all because I have been considering the CTF token for a considerable amount of time, and I ultimately decided to invest in it, and I have been steadily accumulating it. Although this coin has already produced a lot of money for its holders, it is still in its infancy. If I'm being completely honest, I have a strong belief that it will make 10 to 1,000 times as much as it has in the past. There is a possibility that it will increase by 200,000%. To put things into perspective, simply think of the amounts that will rise once it gets us in on centralized modifications. Additionally, if you take a look at the breakout guys at this very moment, you will notice that there is a tremendous bullish breakout pattern taking place. In a very short amount of time, we will witness a breakout, and in all likelihood, it will reach yet another record high today. We are, without a doubt, paying a great deal of attention to this token, particularly for the reason that a great deal of really positive news is anticipated to arrive within the next couple of days. Furthermore, I have been amassing since it is genuinely capable of performing that big pump right now, which can range from 0.9 all the way up to a theoretical maximum of $1,000. Just consider the fact that there will be those who become millions. As was the case with Bitcoin, it means that it is actually pumping my XRP back as well, which is like a double whammy. Therefore, it is only natural that I will continue to QLA my bags. Having said that, I would like to make it abundantly plain to you all that I am not a representative of a financial institution. Note that this is not advice on finances. What I'm trying to say is that you should conduct your study because you don't want to risk missing out on the possibility of becoming a multimillionaire by investing solely in the CTF token. Again, you should never invest more money than you are willing to lose. This is something that everyone should be aware of, and you should always do your research.